Guys, what's up? What's up? This is Robert. Let's get a better visual. Robert, yeah. It's been a couple days since I dropped a video, so I thought, why not take this? Creepy ass people. Anyway, another video for whatever. This one's a little different. I'm actually doing stuff during the day. It's daytime, if you can see that. So I'm walking to work. That's about it. Figure. I don't know. It's a kind of nice day. Decent, to say the least. It's not too bad. It's like an hour till, but whatever. Kind of taking the same path I usually take to Allsubs, but general vicinity, that kind of stuff, whatever. Whew. You see that poodle? Fuck that poodle. A bitch ass poodle. There's a playhouse. A playhouse! Oh my god! You probably don't catch anything I show you, but it's there. So, a little conversation going. Super Bowl is tomorrow. That's gonna be a fun one. And by fun, I mean that in the most sarcastic fucking way. Like, god, fucking damn. Can't wait for the fucking Super Bowl. Great. It's gonna be a busy one, I'll tell you that. Working all fucking day. But that's just another thing, Damn, usually I have more stuff to talk about, but I don't know. It's a longer journey, so I guess I'm kind of stretching it out through the whole journey instead of just done. It's like an hour walk, so you guys are gonna be sitting with me for a while if you do decide to, whatever. I am walking to work. I probably won't upload this video to YouTube until later tonight, which means that you all on Facebook that are watching it won't see it until tomorrow. Whatever. I'll try to drop it tonight on Facebook. If not, you'll at least know it's on YouTube, which, hitting Main Street, and there's some traffic. So a little more with topics. I kind of been bouncing around with my music lately. Listen to some of this, listen to some of that. Oldies, newies, whatever. Less left, just whatever. And I really haven't found my solid. Like, I'm trying to work on my, what I would call my ultimate playlist, which is like everything for a split. Like, say I'll have a Monday set, and that's just like my Mondays, and and Tuesdays, Thursdays, weekends, so on and so forth, and all building up an ultimate playlist. And it just kind of, it puts me in the mind state that, let's say, for example, I'm doing my Tuesday playlist. Well, I listen to my Tuesday playlist, and I enter the mentality that it's Tuesday, because this is the music I listen to on Tuesday. But I haven't really mixed around with enough variations that I can decide on that, because every bit of music I listen to is kind of an everyday playlist, if that makes enough sense. So, I don't know, that's a little thing for you to throw out there, like, hey, you should check out this band is great, or this song is great, or whatever, this is something you should start doing on Tuesdays, or Fridays, or whatever. At least until I get this thing going a little bit more. I haven't gotten really much feedback, except, my buddy Chance, and he's just like, come check out my YouTube, and he's another YouTuber. It's pretty cool. So, since I'm on that subject, so Chance posted a video the other day, and it was like hilarious as fuck. And all in all, you wouldn't think much of it unless you have the same kind of mind as we do, or at least similar. It was a video about nothing. Absolutely nothing. He even explained and defined what nothing was. And there was nothing to expect from it. But it was probably one of the funniest videos I've ever seen in my life. And YouTube's been on there for a while. So no offense to YouTube, but even doing nothing can bring excitement. So maybe you should get your shit together. Just maybe. So I've been waiting for payday, but I might not be waiting too long. I'm going to do some drunk videos, which is exactly what it sounds like. And I'm thinking, now this is a pretty hardcore one, and I pitched this to some people at work. I pitched this to some people at home, some of my friends. But it's gonna be like, I think it's gonna be the next new thing, and it's gonna be my segment called Everberto Clear, and just process that for a little while. Now what I'm gonna do is basically what I'm doing now, but it's going to be in one spot. I'm gonna do it at home, and I'm going to be drinking Everclear, which all in all is the only alcohol that can really get me drunk. I'm not trying to brag that I have a high tolerance. I don't have the mentality to get drunk anymore. It's complex. But as simple as that, I can drink 30 of beer, I can drink a bottle of Jack, a fucking eighth of Jaeger, a gallon of Smirnoff, whatever the case may be. And I don't get drunk. The most I can get is tipsy, maybe a little buzzed, but I don't actually get drunk. So, hence Everberto Clear. And Berto is just like a name I use with my close friends. It's complicated, but it's pretty simple, really. I don't know. I'm just kind of talking at this point. But that's all it's going to be. I'm going to be vlogging, if you will, and drinking Everclear. Shot by shot. Start out talking a little bit, and then anytime I hit a pause of, I don't know what to talk about now, do a shot of Everclear. Just done. And then, hopefully, that'll provoke me to speak more and more and more. And if I'm lucky enough, I'll stream it as soon as it's done. That way, if I die of alcohol poisoning, you viewers know exactly why. Which sounds kind of dark, but hey, so whatever. I'm the guy that drank a whole fucking bottle of Everclear, which I've done before, but now I've got more to do than just drink the bottle and be drunk. I'm voicing myself, or selfing my voice. I don't know, however you want to word it. I'm just getting out there, speaking to the world, and it's not just alcohol, it's Everclear. Something so pure, you can use it as gasoline. Actual gasoline. You could take a bottle of Everclear, put it in your gas can, and drive on it. It fucking works. I've proven it. It's pure, It's not 100%, but it's damn near close. So if you ever at a friend's house that has an alcoholic problem, and your car's running low on gas, but they've got plenty of Everclear, just go ahead and grab you a bottle and just be like, hey man, I'm gonna pay you back tomorrow. I'll get paid tomorrow, but I ain't got gas money, so it's done. That works. But anyway, I'm gonna be starting that, and I don't know what day I'll be doing it, but I'm gonna try to do it on like a regular scheduled day, like most YouTubers have. Like, every Tuesday we're gonna drop this, or every other Friday we'll drop this. Well, I'm gonna try to. I think maybe Wednesday. Wednesday sounds like a good day to just do fucking drunk vlogging. And weird. Anyway, that's gonna be like my start of the week. Most people don't start middle of the week, but for something like Everclear, I think Wednesday's a good day to start the week. And if people are entertained and they like my drunk vlogging, then, maybe request something else. Like, okay, well, let's see you do vodka on Thursdays, tequila on Tuesdays, something like that. Because, different alcohol have different effects on the body and the mind. And I think Everclear, right in the middle of the week, is that, boom, this is how you start your week. Yes, it's Wednesday, but you're the guy who's drinking Everclear, starting his week on Wednesday. That's unique. That's different. No one's seen it. So it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a big thing. And it's just the way I'm going to do it. This isn't because of alcoholism. See, I don't have an alcoholic problem. Alcoholism, whatever. You know what I mean. I don't have a problem with drinking. I really don't. I just think that this will be one way for me to A, satisfy my inner drunk, and B, communicate with the world with a focus instead of just talking about random things. I've got my mind to actually wander and speak itself, if you will. Ah! Sorry, dog. Ah! Oh, look at that bastard. It's one of them. Who cares? So, yeah, that'll be a thing. As always, I request that people, throw out ideas like, hey, you should do this or you should do that. Yeah, it's my channel and I'm going to do whatever I wish, but I still would like some feedback as to what more could I do. Because when I do this, the only time I make videos is when I'm walking around solo and my mind is just wandering. That's all I really do in my videos. Just let my mind wander. Which is why I got the idea to do drunk vlogging. But it's not enough. I want to put myself out there even more than how I usually do. So far I've got the 2 midnight runs. Well, not really midnight per se, but late runs. And 1 of me eating cereal. That's it. 3 videos total. And I started like a week ago. This will be number 4. And hopefully the more feedback I get, the more people are like, hey, well, this guy speaks pretty openly. He doesn't really do it for the viewers. He doesn't really do it to get famous or popular or rich or whatever. He's just doing it to communicate with the world, really. Like, that's all it really is. The best way I feel to communicate with people is with me speaking my mind and them listening to their opinions of how they think. Instead of just me trying to have a one-on-one conversation. I don't know if I'm just like a sociopath or like just socially awkward or whatever, but there's certain groups that I can't talk with. That we can talk back and forth for a little while and then sooner or later hits that dead point of what to talk about next. This way, I can speak and speak and speak and not feel bad about not giving anybody a chance to talk. Because this is just me. This is my voice alone, solo, 1v the world. And it's like, it sounds better to me because I've got all the competition in the world. Everybody is against me. Not necessarily against me per se, but it just feels like I have a much more worthy opponent, if that makes enough sense. Me against the world, talking whatever, and it's like I'm challenging everybody. This is an open challenge to everybody that has any kind of anything. And anybody that says anything back, responses, views, comments, likes, that's just them retaliating. I'm launching this against the world, and little pieces of the world is firing back. That, in a war sense. I'm a one-man army taking on the world. And it's not a win or lose concept because it's a war. There's no wins or loses. Losses, whatever. So I'm moving on with life. Still going pretty great. I got work here in a little while. I'll be there till for about 4 hours. That's what I'm scheduled for. Sometimes I'll be there for a little longer because it's a weekend. It's Saturday. We're going to get some business. So I might be there 5 hours, 5.5, 6. Who knows? Or maybe we get slow and I might not even be there for 4. I might be there for 3. But either way, I love being there. I love working with my crew. And if any of you guys are watching this, shout out to you, Pizza Hut crew. What up? Yeah, I love my job. I love my coworkers. And it's something to look forward to. Because the way I see it, if you don't love one of the two, then why are you even there? If you don't love the work, but you love the people, that's enough to stay there because you're enjoying yourself in your place. You're making money and you're enjoying the people that are there with you. Whereas if you love the work but not the people, then you're probably better off in an office job or something like that. Working with people but not really, I don't know, you know what I mean. So, it's just a bonus for me because I love both. So, It's a plus on both sides. About this time, or here in a little bit, the high school would be getting out, but it's a Saturday, so there are no high school kids today. They're at home, probably watching TV or playing their Xbox Ones or PlayStation 4s. I don't know what they do nowadays. They're kids, you know. But I mean, you all remember what it was like when you were in school, and you know, it was a Saturday. Some of you had jobs, some of you didn't. Either way, Saturday was your I don't have school, so let's do something else. That's what it was for me anyway. Different grades of high school, I had jobs, some of them I didn't. But, you know, either way, no matter how you look at it, Saturday is your day of no school. That's just a day to be you. This has gone well so far. I've already broken past the 15-minute point. And I still got stuff to talk about, which is surprising because I've already made it this far and I'm still talking. But this isn't really me conversating. This is just me telling you that I do have more to talk about, which is where it gets tricky because the further I go with it, the less stuff I can think to talk about. So, I'll jump into another one. Anime. I'm a big anime fan. Those of you that like anime, just a little piece for you. Drop some names of some anime. Maybe I'll check them out when I get some free time. Back to my side. Let's see. I like Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. Those are running pretty well now. I love Digimon. I kind of sort of like Pokemon, but it's never really been that big. Mega Man. Mega Man's pretty cool. It was a Japanese anime. It was called Rockman back in the day, but things have moved on. Fairy Tail's another one. Sword Art Online's another one. Soul Eater. Soul Eater was pretty good. Now, anime I didn't like. Only one comes to mind, and that was Death Note. Sorry for those who liked it. I didn't like Death Note. It wasn't climactic enough. I don't know. That's pretty much my list of anime. There are more that I've seen. Naruto Shippuden, Boruto. Those ones are pretty great. That's just a side branch for you anime lovers to... Okay, well, nothing's for me yet. Oh, he mentioned anime. Well, maybe I can talk about that. What did you not like about this? What did you like about that? Would you be willing to check out this anime? You know, things like that. So that's a little taste for you guys. Let's see here. The winter season is nearing its end. If it's not already over, we're coming into the next season, which I don't remember. I think it's spring. I always got spring and fall confused. I think it's spring. Pretty sure. Yeah, that's. I'm just gonna put my money on spring, and things are gonna start warming up around here. And see, I live in New Mexico. I'm not gonna tell you where, but those of you that know me already know where. But the thing about New Mexico is, well, in the area that I live in, the weather's kind of bipolar. You see, we've had winters that are shorts weather, where it's so hot that a tank top and a short pair of shorts is all you really need. Whereas vice versa with that, we've had summers with snowy summers where it's so cold you're wearing 3-4 layers just to stay warm. I mean, we've got some crazy weather. We've had snow one day, burning hot sun the next day. It's a weird location. But the reason I brought up the seasons is that this summer, as a little project for myself, I'm going to get back into soccer. I loved soccer as a kid. I played it all the time back in elementary with my friends. And I never really pursued anything in that because I've never really been a sports guy. But I loved the concept of soccer, the group work, the communication. I liked the game. I really did. And if I don't play, like, you know, in leagues or whatever, if I'm not playing soccer, a good second option would be a soccer coach. Because I always wanted to have that point in my life of having a position of authority. like such as a manager or a teacher or in this case a coach. Not necessarily because I want to tell people what to do, but more as I want to be heard. I want people to listen to me and, oh, well, this is the boss guy, this is the boss man. He says something, we do it, and that's it. And, I'm pretty skilled in soccer, so I want to pass my knowledge on to them, youth. And in addition to this soccer concept that I'm getting back into soccer, I've been doing a lot of kickboxing training, and I think that would tie in really well with soccer. Soccer's all about kicking the ball with your feet and running around and being having your legs in shape, all the muscle area down there. So I'm tying in kickboxing with that because I know quite a bit about kickboxing. I've been getting back into it for a little while, and whether I'm a player or a coach, I think that would be a great connection, tying those two together. It would bring two great passions together: a sport that's openly sociable and a fighting style that's sporty, if you will. And I think that would be pretty cool. Teach the kids a lot, or teach my friends, whatever the case. So, side note, if you're interested in either of those, whether it be soccer or kickboxing, drop me a comment. I can show you what I learn, and as I'm getting more into it, I can teach you what I know, and we can train and things like that, and motivate each other to do more. Let's see here. More things. Most of my early morning / late night runs have been to get cigarettes. I think I'm going to change that up and start doing daytime runs for the exact same thing, but for vape juice. I don't know if all of you know what vaping is per se, but it's your e-cigs, your electric cigarettes, your mech mods, your box mods, your super boxes, whatever. And it's kind of a new trend that has more or less replaced smoking cigarettes. It hasn't really taken over entirely, but do your own research on vaping. It's a great idea. It's a great concept. You're spending more at individual intervals than you would a pack of cigarettes, but it's lasting overall longer and it's more beneficial for your body. Whereas, you're smoking a cigarette, you smoke the cigarette 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, and then you're done with it. You've got that taste on your mouth, you've got the smell on your hands, you've got that mindset of, okay, I'm good for a little while, might need a cigarette here in a little bit, but whatever. And you're stuck with that feeling. And it takes more time, pulling out a cigarette, lighting it up, chiefing on it, puffing, whatever you want to call it, putting the cigarette out, going back inside, washing your hands, whatever. Whereas vaping, it's much different concept. You see, I actually have my box with me. You can kind of see it in the light. It's a Megatron 260 watts, and I don't remember, it's a VCGM, I think, on the tank. It's about a $300 setup, and I fucking love it. The flavor I got in there is Colt's Custard. If any of you vape heads have heard of that, and it's great. It's fun to use. But anyways, so like I was saying, cigarettes, you got to light them up, you got to do all this and that. When vaping, it's as simple as done. That's it. That was a small cloud, but it was just an example cloud. That's all you really got to do. Just hit the button, inhale it, let it out, you're done. If you want to chief on it more, puff on it more, whatever. You don't have to worry about lighting it back up. You don't have to worry about putting it out. You just hit the button and go. It's simple, it's quick, it's better for you. Now, one of the things I figured out about vaping, which I'm not sure if it's actually correct or not, but this is what I believe in, the way I see it affecting people's lives, like their bodies. When you smoke a cigarette, you're consuming that tar, the tar that's in the tobacco, and the tar is building up on your lungs. When you vape, most people, when it's their first time vaping, they cough a lot. And what I believe that is, which I'm not too sure about it, but it sounds like how it is to me. When you vape, that vapor goes into your lungs, and it's basically breaking up that tar in your lungs and kind of surging it through your system. However it escapes, whatever, maybe your digestive tract, maybe your bowels, whatever. But it's I believe it's breaking up that tar and getting rid of it, which is overall helping your body. But when that tar falls, it's hitting your lungs and therefore causing you to cough. That's how I see it. It might be right, it might be not, but that's just my logic, and it works for me. Oh, bastards. So I hit a light, and I don't have the crossing yet, but whatever. I've got 45 minutes to work, so I'm not in a rush. Great. One of the great things about, living in the small city is the street lights, the traffic lights. It's a wonderful experience. I actually do enjoy the traffic light concept because it kind of changes your pace. For instance, you're on your way to work and you're going at a pretty steady pace, but you feel like you're just straight shotting it there, and it can get kind of boring. There's no turns, there's no breaks, it's just a straightforward, I'm going to work, end of story. And with stoplights and street signs and things, it gives you that little bit of, okay, I can stop for a little while and catch myself. Think my thoughts through a little bit more, a little clearly, and just decide what to do from then on. It's nice. Some people hate them, some people don't. I'm just one of the people who likes them. So, it's whatever. Since I'm getting closer to work, I'm going to tell you a little bit about where I work and give you another subject to go off of. I work at Pizza Hut. It's a pizza place. Hi! Don't know you, but whatever. I work at Pizza Hut. It's a pizza place, and I love it. So, another thing, which whatever group you're pulling from, whether it be the anime group or the vaping group or the pizza group, whatever. For the people pulling from the pizza group, something that I ask that you list is what kind of pizza do you like? Whether it be pepperoni, a meat lovers, a veggie lovers, a stuffed crust, thin crust, whatever. What kind of pizza? That'll tell me a little bit about who you are, because when I work there, I feel like I can generally define a person by the kind of pizza they order. Not just the toppings or the crust, but what they put on the crust, what they put on the pizza, the side items they get. It's pretty general to me. That's how I see it. Not a lot of people see it that way, but I think that you are defined by what you eat. And, say someone comes in and orders a cheese pizza. Simple. Cheese pizza, hand toss, medium, whatever. It's a pretty general pizza. Medium, they're not really wanting to eat a lot, but it's enough for one person. But they want a 32-piece wing. Okay, so they're maybe eating this pizza for them, but getting wings for everybody else, or they have a larger appetite for wings than pizza. And the flavors variation, so on and so forth. It really characterizes you. So that's another thing. Drop what kind of what is your idea of when you go to get pizza, what all do you order? What kind of pizza, what kind of side items, what kind of wings, what kind of drinks, what kind of whatever. What do you like? That's one of the other pulls I want. It might be starting a little too soon, maybe not, but I will be doing drawings / giveaways as I get more and more followers, and kind of a give back to the community type deal. I'm not really getting sponsored for any of this, no one's really paying me anything, but it's my way of saying thank you to the community for watching my videos and supporting me and everything that I do, things like that. It might not be much, it might not be big items or gifts or whatever, but again, it's my way of thanking you all for joining. And I might do weekly contests or, challenges, like, in my first video, I did this, or my third video, or this and that, and, maybe it's one of those, maybe I'll do one of those, throughout all my videos, what kind of packs of cigarettes did I get, or did I ever get a lighter, things like that, count up the money, and, or, whatever. That's for the future, but it's an idea now. Now we're reaching our 30-minute point, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut off now. So just get back to me, let me know what you think, and we'll get back to you later.